Hey everyone, Jason from Trading Games here, and today, sitting on this table is part of my collection that I wanted to share because I got a new piece for it, and I want to do an unboxing of something really awesome that's actually related to these test carts. And if you saw one of the videos that I actually recovered both of these from the break-in that happened at the store about 2 years ago, the theft, the heist that happened at the store. These two were in the safe, and when the safe was stolen, along with this Game Boy test cartridge. And I just was lucky that these were not in the safe. I didn't have room for them. And I thought these would be harder to replace in case of a fire or something, so that's why they were in the safe. And as you know, upon getting them back after 2 years, you know, we're recovering some stuff from it being pawned and recovery from being surrendered. I actually had to have them resubmitted and regraded, and because they were graded before and the thief broke them out of the case and they came back the same. Well, that's an old story. This one I never had slabbed. It was just in there. I used this at the store for years and years and years. It's a great test cartridge. So like I wanted to get to the point, this part of my collection, I enjoy collecting this side of video games besides just the normal released games. I guess because I used a lot of these around the store, you know, over the last 20 years, and so it's just kind of something different to collect, and I never tell anybody how to collect. These would never be considered part of a set. But what's really cool is I had another game in the safe made by Atari that's in this box. Now, it's not the actual one that I lost. It was not recovered. We didn't recover all the games. We only recovered about 30-40% of the 120 games. So this was another test cartridge that was in the safe, and I had spent years and years and years trying to track this cart down for my collection in the shape that it's in here. And luckily on eBay last week, one popped up, and full transparency, guy had it for sale for a few $1,000s, and which is not worth that much in my opinion. And I asked if I could do a buy it now of $1,500 on it, and he agreed, and the package arrived all nice and neat. So without further ado, I'll open it and we'll talk a little bit about it. So the reason that these are all out here is because these are test cartridges for Nintendo, Game Boy. Well, another really neat test cart that I had, and everybody knows me and my Atari stuff, you know, I'm kind of like a hardcore Atari collector. Well, this is the way I always wanted to collect this game, and like I said, I had one. If you dig through the old Instagram pictures, you'll actually see that I had this. So this is the original shipping box, which is, I like to collect games boxed, made by VideoSoft. This is how the person received it. It has some stamps on it here, 90 cent postage on these to ship them, and I can't see the date, but there's a receipt inside here, so we'll be able to get the date. It went first class mail and ended up in Minnesota, which is pretty neat. So they would have just received this in the mail. So let's get this open, and this is really, really cool. This is very, very cool. So, you know, a lot of people will actually have this cartridge in their collection. The VideoSoft, it's color bar generator. It's like a test cart, not really for testing Ataris, but it actually was used at service centers who did TV repair. And you could buy a fancy machine that would generate bars and lines and horizontal, vertical lines and cross hatches, dots, windows, vertical line circles. You could buy machines that generated that, and they'd hook up to a TV. Machines were expensive. I'm only assuming they were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Well, this company offered this cartridge with any Atari 2600. You could just plug this card in, send out the signals to the TV, and generate those same exact patterns, and select too, 15 different patterns. So that's way cool in itself. A lot of people have this in their collection. A cart like this is, you can be found sometimes mixing lots for nothing, and then sometimes it goes for a few $100s by itself. You just never know about prices nowadays with oddball stuff, because not everybody collects this. But in my hunt for making this complete, this is very similar to what I had before, color barred one. This is the way I had it in my original collection. So what this is the mail away form. This is how you would get these back in the day. You would find these, they'd be handed out, they'd be in magazines. $29.95 plus $1.70 postage. And it says the machines were $1,200 to $2,000, so about 2% of the cost. So it's an unused, and I'm sure the person who bought this received it. This is the owner and user's manual for the color bar generator, kind of like your original instruction manual. And you know, I love completeness. I love finding stuff and preserving the history of it and exactly, you know, but you know, the bill to the person. Wow, that date doesn't seem right. It says 4976. This couldn't have been out in 1970. No, weird. Oh no, that's just a sales order number. The order date was 8/11/1984. $23.95, $1.70 handling makes it $25.65. Shipped September 10th, 1984, directly from VideoSoft. It even has, you know, its carbon copy on there. So it's pretty amazing. You know, I love adding pieces like this to the collection. You know, like I said, a lot of people don't buy and collect this kind of stuff, so that's why I really like to show it off. And you know, replacing something that I lost, you know, in the break-in. This is very important to me to build the collection back to the way it was, with my really rare and hard to find Atari stuff and my Nintendo stuff. So as different pieces pop up on eBay and Marketplace and game shows or car shows, not car shows, oh my gosh, video game shows, conventions, I will be trying to pick up pieces that I've lost, but some of the stuff is just so hard. Although I never thought I'd have one of these again. Now there is one on eBay right now at the time of this video. Somebody has one for sale in an original shipping box with, I think, a manual or a receipt. I'm not sure. And that's a very nice one too, an original shipping box. It's been up there for quite a while, and they've been asking, you know, quite a bit more money for it. I'm not saying it's not worth that. People can decide how much they want to pay for something. But, you know, I was not interested in that one because it was missing some parts to me if I was going to spend that kind of money. So I added that to the collection. And I guess I'll just give you a real quick view of something else I recently added to the collection. 1 second. Bam! So, you guys have seen in a previous video, I have a complete set of this Game Boy Advance Classic series. And I was the original owner of all of them. And my Mario came back in 8.0. The rest came back 9s and higher. So I decided, so I could say that the whole entire set was all above 9s, to purchase 9A Mario Brothers. I've been looking for about 7 or 8 months to try to find one that I could either get graded myself or buy already graded. And this is on a weekly Heritage a couple weeks ago. And you know, full transparency, it was about $1,000. You know, bidding for the Mario Brothers, and then I'm going to offset that cost by selling this one for less, obviously, because it's a lower grade. I just haven't decided on a price yet. But yeah, you know, this was, now I can say the whole set is above 9. That's a recent purchase to adding this to the collection. I love that Game Boy Advance set. I've had it since it came out. I was the original owner of all those pieces. I kept the whole set sealed for me, so kind of neat. So I'll give a close-up of the color bar generator. And that'll be a wrap for the video. And I really appreciate you watching this one. You know how me, I love collecting video games, and especially Atari. I'm kind of a nut for Atari. So hit that like and subscribe button. Catch you all later. Let me do a close-up. That box, that old box with that postage on it, that's great. It's a color bar generator. It didn't have an end label on it. None of them do. The mail away form. Somebody should try that. Mail away, see if they get one. I'm sure that somebody has sitting on them somewhere. All right, thanks guys, bye.